Company directors whose firms make nuisance calls will now be directly liable and could face fines of up to £500,000. New rules mean the UK's data protection watchdog, the Information Commissioner's Office (ICO), can target the company director and not just fine the firm.
Here's a summary of the article.
New rules mean the UK's data protection watchdog, the Information Commissioner's Office, can target the company director and not just fine the firm. It is hoped it will stop company bosses declaring bankruptcy and setting up again under a different name when they are caught for nuisance calls. Ofcom estimates British consumers received 3.9 billion nuisance phone calls and texts last year. We are determined to stamp this menace out, and this new law is the latest in a series of measures to rid society of the plague of nuisance calls. Andy Curry, head of the ICO's nuisance call enforcement team, said, "We welcome this amendment to the law, which will increase the tools we have to protect the public." The ICO issued fines of £1.9 million to 23 firms in 2016-17 for nuisance marketing. More from UK. A Which? Survey of 2,000 UK households found 71% had received at least one nuisance a month.
This post received a score of 30,546, with an upvote ratio of 94%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
We need to start punishing people for corporate crimes everywhere.
Unless the people making the decisions actually get punished, nothing will change. Plus, if we start actually handing out fines or asset seizures, that's more government income to actually be used so we don't drive ourselves deeper into debt.
Introducing the new and improved Fall Guy. For just up to 10 years in a minimum security white-collar prison, you too can experience the lap of luxury and the feeling of complete financial security.
Good point. People tend to forget that people are very good at adapting. They'll find a way to put placeholders as board members if they need to. Exactly what happened in South Africa right after '94. Mandela's administration introduced Black economic empowerment, basically affirmative action in business. The more color your board, C-suite had, the lower your taxes go. Lo and behold, Ivan N. Cubes and Melusi Fakalanes begin to pop up in boards within weeks of the measure coming into practice.
But this is more an example of a regulation that isn't enforced, in the sense of the letter of the law is followed but not the spirit. Anyone suspected of being a placeholder can be assessed to see if their position is manufactured to get around the law or if they've been hired in good faith.
How? By reading everyone's emails and combing through everyone's financial records.
Usually a government will delegate responsibility and power to investigate and enforce stuff like this. They won't need to comb through every single record, but they would have a mandate to gather evidence. Just off the top of my head, I figure they could look into the person's professional history at the company, qualifications, interview some people, stuff like that.
It's because often the firms are short-lived and have no capital. When they get fined, they just go bankrupt, and the directors set up a new firm doing the same thing.
What's the US equivalent of a director in the UK? President? CEO? In the US, a director is a level or two above a manager, and still below VPs and C-level execs.
Director, in a legal sense, means a member of the board of directors. The new law is broad and can apply to basically anyone with substantial authority.
This is great news. I am plagued by computer-synthesized voices telling me I've been in an accident. Corporate scum can now get proper fines, but I would like to see them go to prison for it too.
Most of them come from India, unfortunately. If you say yes to the computer so she puts you through to an operator, then spend as long as you can wasting the operator's time, almost having a claim, then not, then you can't remember the details, etc. Rumor has it they mark you on the list as do not contact, as you're a time waster.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.